don't leave this life without unlocking your 100%. People are afraid of snakes, the dark, the deep seas, heights. My only fear is not unlocking my true potential before I leave. They care about how you treat them, how you make them feel. So if you truly care about your customers, they will buy your decent product. So the driving point for myself and for my team is I want to become better. If it's not, stay disciplined, show up, keep working as if it was your best days. You will keep going, because if I were to somehow promise you that you are 99 failures away from your big success, how fast would you want to fail? Every time you fail, every time you work on your business, just remember that you are one day closer to success. You don't know how much, whether it's 10 more days or 1,000 more days. Every day that you show up to work and you put in the blood and sweat and tears, you know that you are one day closer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rep to Owner podcast. We have a very special guest with us today, RK. He started his sales journey in B2B business sales and then moved on to his own media company, as well as starting an AI website based off of legal services and many other business ventures. So stay tuned, because he has a lot of influential knowledge to share with you, and we are very excited to have him here today. RK, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about how you even started to get into sales and how that journey was for you.
The first ever step I took in my career was taking on a job in sales. Sales is one of the most oldest businesses to start with, and I joined a B2B coffee company where I embarked on the sales executive journey. Lasted exactly for 5 days, and I got shifted to marketing because I have seen the lack in this company, and I helped to grow their social media, which increased in sales. This company that I will not name, of course, they expanded their operations after the marketing campaign that I was involved in. They expanded their operations to Maldives and Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken, all due from organic marketing, the virality that I have discovered. And since then, I've been in the social media space. I've been handling my friends' businesses for fun. I don't take anything in compensation. Very selective with my clients if I'm onboarding any foreign clients. And that's the media aspect. And this is how I transitioned. That's when I understood that I'm not in sales, I'm more in marketing.
Okay, so let's take it back to the sales aspect.
Yeah.
What made you originally want to even look at sales to begin with? I know you said that you understood that this was an important tool and skill to master.
Well, sales, starting in sales, I advise any entrepreneur to go ahead and start in sales, because sales will build confidence that like no other. You will be very confident with your skills, with your communication, with what you sell. And there is a very, very amazing quote I've heard probably a couple days ago. It goes, good salesmen sell features, great salesmen sell results, but remarkable salespeople sell feelings. And I've used that quote ever since I started, and I started understanding how can I build my confidence, how can I sell anything to anyone using what I've learned in these 5 days. It was very short, but I've learned many things about this company. I've learned how they operate. I've learned what they sell and what they don't sell, how do they sell, when do they sell, and quickly transitioned to marketing ever since.
Wow, and that's so important that you learned that just within those 5 days. You were able to kind of see what worked and what didn't work. So what didn't work for you when it came to that B2B sales? What made you realize this is not something that I want to do?
The thing that did not work out for me as Rashid, my answer might be different than anyone else, because some people take sales very, very seriously. For me, it was not my cup of tea, just in general. I strongly believe that I can sell my own services, but not products. I can sell services better than products. But in that company, at that time, we were selling only products. So that's why I did not see myself giving a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. So it was more service-based for you.
Yeah.
And did you always feel that you had entrepreneurial spirit and that you wanted to own your own business and start your own things? Was that something that was within you?
I believe that it happened whether I liked it or not, because when I've started showing the owner of the company the results, my friends started recommending me to business owners, and which I've signed until today, and they have been incredible clients to me, and I've been giving out my services ever since. We've been growing their businesses, exploring new verticals in their marketing, and given many speaking lessons as well. I teach the owners how to be the face of their company, so they become even more confident in front of the camera. It takes more than one try, but sooner or later every CEO has to transition into the face of the company. Personal branding is something very important. Some people may think that it's overrated. I see it as underrated, because when you focus on personal branding, you can sell anything to anyone because you become the brand, not your product, not your service.
Absolutely. And you said that you learned many things during those 5 days in sales. What's one thing that you took away that you would love to share to someone that is in sales that would like to start their own business? What's a key piece of information?
You can never satisfy a customer 100%. That's a harsh truth that you will have to learn as a starting entrepreneur. You do your best, prepare for the worst, and customers, what I have seen, they don't care about your product. They care about how you treat them, how you make them feel. So if you truly care about your customers, they will buy your decent product no matter what, because they follow the treatment. Every time I ask someone, why do you even like this product? Oh, they take care of me, they do this and this. So because I bought this bundle, they gave me that for free, and they ship it out every single month. So quality of service is far more significant than the quality of product. When you truly focus and make your customer journey human-centered, designed, everything will fall into place.
That is very true. I think feelings, emotion, and basing it on humans instead of the products or services is key to anything. And I think everything in life is sales from one way or another, whether it's owning your own business or working as a sales representative. So aside from that, when you made that transition, you started off with your own media company. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so my social media company is called Founder Media. Very selective with my clients. I manage my friends' businesses just because they can do better with their social media. I really don't like this cliche marketing, these cliche marketing companies that will take your onboarding fees and just put them into ads, and they say that they got them organically. Anyone that is decently sophisticated can tell if your content is actually bought or actually organically viral. So the thing that I do is the fees that I collect from my friends or from my clients rarely go into my pocket. I just pay my team, who are the editors and the graphic designers. I really do this because I'm really in love to share a story of a product or a service to a community that deserves to know your product or service. That's how I curate the journey. That's the whole power of branding. Branding is the story. When people buy a designer bag, they don't buy it because it's a $200 leather stitched in China. They buy it because it's $17,000, and it is a story of a brand that started in the 1800s, and it's only sold for the elite. That's why people buy these products. It's a story. They don't even care about the product. They buy the story. So when you're when you're carrying a designer bag or designer shoes or watch, you're buying the story. One of the biggest watch companies in the world is a non-profit. People don't believe it, but it's true.
Yes.
So
Rolex, right?
Yes. It's a non-profit organization that sells watches. It's a math that I don't understand until today, but it's true.
And it's an incredible story for him as well,
Yes.
with that. I think when it's purpose-driven and it has a story, like you said, the brand and whatever you have will sell itself and will bring the right people to it. So with the media company, then you ventured off. What other ventures did you start on your own?
Well, given my legal background, I
Mhm.
started not a company. I'm building a website. It's AI powered and operated and managed. It's called Accordo AI.
Mhm.
Accordo AI is a marketplace for all the legal firms that are in the UAE and inshallah in the whole region of the GCC, where you can find legal services, whether it's legal firms, tax auditors, business establishment, any legal service that you require, you'll find it there. You can filter by budget, case type, service type, emirate, and if you're lost, you can chat with our LLM and it will help you navigate through the services that you require. Also, we've added the contracts templates that you can download and you can edit it yourself. It comes bilingual, so you can choose any two languages that you need. So if you want a contract binding in the UAE, it has to be Arabic and English, or Arabic and Chinese, Arabic or Russian. So it generates a bilingual contract, and anything you edit in one language, it will automatically change in the original language, which is Arabic.
It's quite amazing. If I suggest you check it out, I just looked at it, and you're able to see it both real time and edit it real time as well.
Yeah, it's still in beta version. I'm still stress testing it. I'm adding more features into this AI. It will require a big amount of data to make it as perfect as possible, because literal translation is not quite perfect. We need lawyers here in the UAE that speak multi-languages to come to Accordo AI and give us their data, so we can know this word translate to what word in Arabic or other languages as well.
Wow, that's so amazing and very helpful to be able to do that. That's amazing. So within starting both of these concepts, the media company and the AI website, what were some challenges that you faced yourself personally and within business, and how did you overcome those?
Any starting entrepreneur starts with motivation, and as soon as that candle is out, the business is out. I do not start any business with motivation whatsoever. I control myself around discipline, and with discipline I can go from point A to point B to point C. The most difficult thing is the lack of knowledge that I had in starting a business. Some people, or the hardest lesson I've learned in business was to be a perfectionist. I had to give the perfect product out there from the start. I figured that it does not work this way. Make it exist first, make it perfect later. Golden rule. No matter how ugly the outcome of your product or your service is, go ahead and get it out first, and then start refining the product or the service, whether it's the components of the service, or is it the features that you give to the people. So make it exist first, then make it perfect.
That is key, because it's not important how perfect it is when you start it. It's just that you get it started and you get it out there. So that is critical and very valuable for people that may be fearful of getting started within their own businesses. And perfectionists, I love that you hit on that. I think a lot of us can be perfectionists and will review something and retweak it and try to change it before we put it out into the world. Because if it's a passion project or something that we are very passionate about, we want it to be its best. And I think what makes it its best is putting it out there and then, like you said, tweaking it along the way. So as far as any other ventures that you did in association with others, what other things did you do in your business career, and have you done?
Well, I decided, me and a couple of friends, to start a venture capital company. We talked about it last week, and we said we know a lot of friends. We have a very, very strong network of wealthy individuals here in the UAE and outside the UAE. Why not have them all under one umbrella that we can then invest their money into upcoming startups or existing companies to grow them, and it's a win-win situation. So we decided to start Oryx VC. Oryx VC is a venture capital mainly in AI and technology companies, and we're still in the brainstorming. How are we going to do it? The business strategy, dividing each person's let's say share and their roles and designations. So we are very, very, very raw with this market, but we have good amount of people that are involved in VCs that will help us out.
That's amazing with that as well.
Yeah.
And with the venture capitalist company, what impact do you want to make with that? How do you want to help people with doing that?
I was at a time before where I had an amazing idea but no money to move it. And being in my position at the current time, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. So I'm here to help everyone who has a dream, because I was pulling the wrong end of the rope at the beginning. I used to say I'm gonna open a company to make money, but it did not work. I was chasing the wrong angle. Once I switched to chasing greatness, money came involuntarily, and it comes whether you like it or not. So I started pulling the other end of the rope, and everything fell into place, alhamdulillah. And working forward with this VC, I would like to give a chance to someone who's aspiring to be an entrepreneur.
That's amazing. Being able to help someone that may not have the ability to, but has the ideas and the drive to do so.
Yes.
So I think drive outbeats skill any day.
Any day.
And of course, motivation, it outbeats that out the window.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Who are some mentors that you have that really inspire you in life?
My dad. My dad is my only mentor. He is my number one fan and my number one discourager at the same time. So I'm realistic but positive. He's realistic but negative. What if it doesn't? What if you don't? I say, what if I do? And what if it happens? And we fight almost every day regarding these matters. And he taught me very, very harsh lessons. I'm the eldest of between my siblings, and the lessons that I have learned from this man are priceless. They will live with me forever, because I have learned so many things in business, negotiation, sales, marketing, business strategies, because he manages his own ventures as well, which I have learned quite a bit. And he still teaches me until this very day. Until today, I'm getting mentored almost every day.
That's amazing. And I think it's that classic, the father is always going to look after the son. You're going to have these positive, optimistic viewpoints and ventures that you want to do. And he's going to want to make sure that you don't fail. And if you do, you learn lessons from it. So
yeah, we're very much different, day and night.
Day and night.
Yeah. He's a different, he thinks differently, I think differently. Like, I remember a situation where I lashed out and I told him that, Dad, old business will never buy you new money. Forget about the business that you think that is going to make you money or is going to make you a successful person. We live in a new time where new money is created in new methods, such as AI-powered businesses, e-commerce, and many other ventures as well. And he started adapting to these business methods, and I've implemented a couple of things to automate his day-to-day operations.
Yeah, the same way that the father teaches the son teaches the father as well. Because, like you said, they're in their ways of how they do business and how they run things. But it is a new world, and it's changing very rapidly.
Yeah.
And you are on the forefront of that, and you're learning that. And being to implement it not only in your own business, but in your family business is key and critical. And I think anyone that is on the forefront of AI and technology and the way that the world is running now is going to be very successful, because they're going to know beforehand, before everybody else catches up, because it is moving very rapidly.
Yeah.
What books do you recommend to someone that is a young entrepreneur wanting to get started in business, and books that have truly inspired you throughout your life?
I would recommend the first business book I've ever read. It's called Who Not How. It's a yellow book. You can never miss it.
Yeah.
It teaches you that you don't have to know everything to get it up and running. You just have to know the person that can help you to get it up and running. Rather than being the person that is in charge of everything, you source it out to people that are specialized in these departments that in the company that you want to open. So it's right there in the name. So it's who, not how, because the first couple of pages it tells the book says your brain is wired when you want to do something, it automatically asks you the question, how am I going to do it? This book changes this methodology or this pattern that your brain works on from how am I going to do it into who do I know that can help me do it.
Yes.
And it's a very amazing book. I really recommend it to startup entrepreneurs, and you can then move to other advanced books such as Think and Grow Rich and all of the books that you have seen roaming online. But start with who, not how.
Yes, I remember when I first read that, it definitely changed my mindset on how to run my business and how to get the right people involved instead of trying to do it all myself.
Yes.
So it allows you, it almost takes that pressure off in a way where as human beings, especially as perfectionists, you want to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
No one can do it better than me,
Yes.
right? That's always the motto. But really being able to find people that can do those things that you may not have time for, or that can do it a little bit better because you are focused on other aspects of your business, and to delegate, I think, is super important. So that's a great recommendation. You guys should definitely check that out. That's a really good one. So in business, what are some non-negotiables for you that you do in your day-to-day?
The team that I build should revolve on one aspect, and this is a non-negotiable for me. It's the undoubting, unquestionable loyalty. Loyalty for me is the number one rule when it comes to my team, because when you have loyalty, they will be there in the good and bad. And that's how I source my team. I always find people that are loyal. And once you start emitting a certain frequency, either people vibrate with you or they just bounce off. And you can filter them out very, very quickly. That's a practice that I've been doing when it comes to sourcing either my team or, let's say, a partner that I wish to start a business with, and then start automating it. A very good lesson when it comes to building a business. First you start working in the business, and then you start working on the business. And what do I mean by on the business? Is you have to revolve yourself around 3 tasks or 3 different outputs of tasks. So you either automate, delegate, or eliminate. So if a task can be done in a software, automate it. If a certain task cannot be done through a software but can be passed down to a person, delegate it. And if it's neither this or that, it's a waste of your time, eliminate it. That's how I started cutting off the noise and having a clearer day where I can focus on more than one business at a time. I think people watching this podcast by now, they're gonna think how this person has time to do anything. But when you truly do this practice, record everything that you do for 7 days straight, write it down on a schedule by 30 minutes increments or 1 hour increments. See exactly after 7 days what are your time wasters and start removing them bit by bit. So for me, it was excessive video gaming and going out with friends with no objective. We just roam around in the car doing nothing.
Yes.
And many other things that were just simply time wasting. So I started removing one by one, and then eventually my brain started just, it's always signal. There is no noise. That's how I am, and that's what these are the people that I surround myself with. So the less social life a person has, the better fit for me in the team he can truly fit. So social life is almost to a minimum in my case, and it's all about learning, progressing, and perfecting. Learning, progressing, perfecting. So that's what I do every day.
Every day. That's so important. And I know some people may be listening to this and thinking, oh, no social life, this is something that is hard for me. How do you think the effects of when you're first getting started within a business, you're starting your own business, you're switching from that sales to business owner aspect, it's important to stay focused and stay dialed in on what you're doing. So you need to eliminate these key things for a matter of time. For how long? What would you recommend is really necessary to continue your growth as rapidly as you want it to be within your business?
I think it's scientifically proven that it's the first 7 days is a commitment. The second 7 days you start to get addicted, and then the third 7 days becomes a lifestyle. So it takes 21 days to build a lifestyle. If you are truly committed, you can do that. And the more dialed in you are, the faster you want to progress. It's a very simple task, but it's not for everyone. I know in the world people are divided into two people, employees and business owners, and there's no shame in both. I don't shame anything, because you need employees in government entities so you can finish your transactions. You need people in banks so you can get loans to buy a real estate or whatever. So there's no shame in being an employee and a business owner, but at least don't leave this life without unlocking your 100%. People are afraid of snakes, the dark, the deep seas, heights. My only fear is not unlocking my true potential before I leave, and that's how focused I am. And when it's a very simple procedure. When you start thinking that you want to become a person, you have to start doing the things that person does. So start manifesting that person in yourself, starting from day one. So from day one, you are this billionaire that has 100 cars, 5 yachts, 2 jets, whatever it is, and start acting and talking and walking and dressing like that person from day one. And you will see that manifestation literally paves the way to your success after God's grace. And once you have an accountability plan on yourself, you start to get disciplined. So this is what I used to do. I used to have an accountability plan to, let's say, eliminate time wasting activities, to allocate time in my day to learn something or to do something or to be grateful for something. Journaling actually helps a lot with how your mind becomes clearer, and it really helps you become more decisive with your decisions. Because when you journal, go ahead and journal with a pen, because mistakes are very expensive to erase. And the more you progress with your journal, the more you become the more decisive you become as a leader, and you become more emitting a frequency that everyone wants to jump on. So
wow, that is so important and key information, because I love that you said that journal with a pen, because
mistakes are expensive. Yeah.
And that's life.
Yeah.
And so being clear on your direction and where you're going is very important. And if you're not clear, journaling it out until you've become clear on it.
Yes.
So, and for about your day-to-day, how you were talking about what you eliminated and everything. Within your business, what are some SOPs that you implemented or now have implemented that you think are key to running how you do your businesses?
Yeah, so a very important lesson that I have learned throughout the years is the automate, delegate, eliminate. And it really helped me to start working on the business instead of in the business. And the more you invest your time and energy into these 3 tasks, the more time you have to grow the business. At the beginning, you are everything. You are the CEO, the COO, the CFO, the CSO, the CRO, until you reach to a point where you understand that, okay, I can't do anything. I have to find people who are specialized in this. So you use the who, not how procedure. And then you start seeing that you've done the delegation part. Now, as you progress, you will come across many AI tools that can help your business run smoothly and in the background, such as in Founder Media, when I record the content and get it edited from my editor. I put it in this website. It has a calendar user interface. You can add the captions, the hashtags, the collaborators, where do you want to post them. So post them multicast, so on more than one social platform. And it gave me more time so I can record the next batch of content for my other clients. So as soon as you automate, delegate, eliminate, you will see that you have more time to do more things, to take a pause in your life, or you can onboard more work if you want to. So it's a very, very, very important lesson. Automate, delegate, eliminate.
Yeah, I think automation is key,
Yeah.
especially now. You're able to automate so much.
Basically
So,
everything.
Basically everything.
Yeah.
It allows you to move faster, do things 10 times quicker,
Yes.
and not have to do it all on your own.
Mhm.
So I think that's important. So when it comes to other ventures that you're involved in, I know we have these lovely drinks here on the table. Amazing. Tell us a little bit more about this.
So this is Nomad Energy Drink. It's a company that I got involved in very, very, very recently. By a benchmark, we are the healthiest energy drink on the planet.
Truly amazing.
Yes,
Truly
and
amazing.
it's Manuka honey powered and vitamin B complex. And to anyone who tried this and they read the back and they see 20 grams of sugar, if I'm not mistaken, the sugar actually is from the Manuka honey, so there's no processed sugar,
Yeah.
and it comes from sugar cane, so it's organic sugar. So Manuka honey, kawa extract, and vitamin B complex, it gives you the energy that you need during the day without crashing out like any other energy drink company. So as soon as I tried it, I got in touch with the partners and the owners, and I talked my way through, and me and one other partner will be handling the distribution in the UAE and the GCC region.
And it truly is so delicious. I remember coming over here wanting an energy drink and exploring it and finding it at Haptor Palace and being impressed not only by the flavor but by the clean energy that it allowed me to have. So it will be in the United States soon.
Yes.
And you guys should definitely try it out because it's going to give all the other energy drinks a run for their money, I'm sure. So we love that. As far as any other ventures, what plans do you have for the future? What are you looking at that you want to do within business? Anything else that you would love to share with us?
On a personal note, I would like to be 1% better every day. So in 100 days, I become 100% better than I was 100 days ago. That's something that I always do every year. So every year it happens 3 times. And the remaining 65 days, I mainly focus it on reading or developing my own skill set or connecting with family and many, many other things that I would like to invest in myself. And on a business level, I really, really want to share my ideas to the world and have an impact, even if it's as low as 1%. That will make me very, very happy. So this is my mission for the future.
I love that. What makes you so driven in what you do? When you were talking about your personal, you're down to the days and how you focus on these changes. What gives you that drive and how do you allow yourself to do that?
When I compare myself today as to where I was an early teenager, I am not proud of the person that I was. It's truly a long journey till I became the person that I am today, and I'm proud of what I've become. It is a big leap when you see yourself changing 180 degrees or 360 degrees, no matter what your accomplishments are. You should be proud of these small accomplishments, because when you reach a certain checkpoint and you look back, you see that you've changed a lot. So I wouldn't be friends with myself 15 years ago. I wouldn't be friends with me. But I am very proud of the person that I am today, and it's all thanks to God first and the people who paved my way to greatness. Thank you, God. Thank you, Dad. And it's amazing how a person can change because of a day or a moment that you stand in still and you see, okay, it's time to change. So the drive, the thing that drove me to change is I was not happy of who I was and my surroundings and my status. I don't come from a poor family. I come from a middle class family. And I always thought that I could do better. in anything that I do. After it's done, I always see, oh, how could I have done it better? So I'm gonna try again and again. So the driving point for myself and for my team is I want to become better. If it's not for anyone, it's just for myself.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What is something that you would tell younger you, teenage you, that you would not be friends with today, to start changing or to do differently that you wish you would have done at that age?
Well, if he listened, I would say you're destined for a bigger purpose. So start changing. Yeah.
What do you think about the teenagers and young adults nowadays that aren't listening? What is something they can do to start changing their methods now if they want to do better and be better later on?
I would say this with no filter. I hate everyone that fall under this category. We here call them chamaks, and it translates to ghetto wannabes. You find them in malls, and they have these broccoli hairstyles, and it looks like a instant noodles. Like I don't know what you call them. And they're young, and they're problematic, and they're full of hormones and energy. It's good, focused on something better. I really don't like them because they could do something so much better with the technology that they have now that I did not have. I'm not that old. I'm 28, but back, let's say 10, 15 years ago, the AI was not there. They have everything to start young. If I were a teenager now and I know what I know about AI, I would have taken a quick detour to something else. I will invest in myself. I will invest in my time and stop chasing attention, useless attention. If I want to correct myself regarding attention. Attention is the new currency in the business world, but chasing the useless attention is just a waste of time. And when you grow older and then you regret wasting time, it's also time wasted. So stop wasting time and invest in yourself and start using what you have to get the things that you want. Back in my days, I used to say, okay, I'm gonna first save up, buy the things that will help me get to a certain place. No, you use what you have right now to get what you want. Always do that. And I've learned that the hard way. And so to all of these teenagers, please stop being ghetto. You're not tough. You'll never scare me no matter what you try. And start investing in yourself and in your future.
I really love that, and I especially love what you said about wasting time regretting what you didn't do when you were older. Because I know we talk a lot to the younger generation and to people that are just getting started in business, but you can get started as an entrepreneur at any age in your life. Yeah. You can switch from sales or from whatever job that you have and build your own business at any stage. And like we're saying, especially in today's day and age with all the technology that we have, it's very easy to learn things in a short amount of time than back in the day when you had to go to school and you had to find all these outside resources and spend a lot of money to start something. Yeah. So I think it's very important that no matter what stage you are in life, but I think later on in life, more people realize this, they regret the things that they didn't do. If there's something that you didn't do and you're still alive and breathing, go do it. Go take the time out to do it, because it's never too late until you're not here. Yeah. So I really love that's what you said, that touched my heart there. That was very important. And yeah, to the young generations, stop wasting your time. There's so much technology at our fingertips, and it's advancing very rapidly. Yeah. So for you, if you had to sum up ownership in one sentence or one phrase, what would it be?
Sum up ownership. You will come to realize one day that your business is sinking. Try to sink it at the right direction, at least. So that's my summary of ownership. If it comes to business, there will come tough days. Suck it up. That's business. It has ups and downs, and you will resurface and you will keep moving forward, but never stay still.
Keep going with the momentum and keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
What do you do when you do have those tough days?
Stay disciplined. Show up. keep working as if it was your best days, because if you zoom out, you'll find that your bad days in 365 days, it's probably like 5 black dots in 360 green dots. So it's 5 bad days in a year.
Yeah.
So it's fine. You can keep going, even if it's the other way around. You will keep going, because if I were to somehow promise you that you are 99 failures away from your big success, how fast would you want to fail? You would fail 99. You'll try to find any way to fail 99 times in 1 hour just to get to the 100.
Yes.
So every time you fail, every time you work on your business, just remember that you are one day closer to success. You don't know how much, whether it's 10 more days or 1,000 more days, but every day that you show up to work and you put in the hours and the sweat and blood and sweat and tears, you know that you are one day closer. Just keep that in mind. With everything that I do in my life, I do the same thing. Whether it was when I was in university, I did not know when I'm about to graduate, but I know I was one day closer every day. Same thing when it came to opening a business, or same day when I promised myself I am going to have 6 figures in 1 year. So I kept saying one day closer, one day closer, always and always.
Always and always. That's super important to continue to push through. And like you said, the systems in place with the journaling, I really like that, because you can see those couple of bad days that you had, and then all of the green days. And not that we need the motivation, but it does allow you to see, hey, I am growing. And whether it's going backwards sometimes or forwards, there's still growth being happened.
Yes.
So what is one last piece of advice that you would love to give someone that is wanting to start their own business, looking to switch from a employee-based position or a sales-based role, that maybe has some fears or doesn't really know where to start with their own business?
If you genuinely are facing a problem of starting a business, or any problem in that matter, if you can articulate that problem into words and write it down fully formed on a piece of paper, you found your solution. It's halfway solved. And once you see that your problem can be written on a piece of paper, you can then find a solution that you can package it in a business and start selling it to other people. So start today, because the number one advice that I have learned throughout these years is a Chinese proverb. It says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today.
Yes. Yeah, start today.
Today.
And whatever it is you do, start today.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, RK. It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast,
Thank you so much.
sharing your knowledge and everything that you are going to do. And I look forward to hearing more about you and all of your ventures in the future.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
And to everyone watching, thank you for joining another episode of R2O Podcast. If you would like to know how to start or acquire your own business, go to rep2owner.com to find out more. See you again on the next episode.